truth is out there, and it begins with you. Welcome to the Cosmic Fold, where we talk high strangeness. Call us at 928-288-2942. That's 928-288-2942. Or join us by video. If you're at a computer, just look for the link in the chat. Buckle up, sit around our virtual campfire, and let's get started.
In the summer of 1924, people along the Chesapeake Bay started doing something unusual. Every night, after dark, they gathered on the piers. Not for fishing, not for crabs, but to watch a glowing orange ball hanging over the horizon. According to the news, August 4th, 1924, headline: Mysterious light puzzles residents. For 2 straight weeks, a baseball-sized orange light appeared low in the eastern sky over what seemed to be Pools Island. It stayed in almost the exact same position until dawn, except it didn't behave like a star. It swung back and forth. It jumped up and down. It faded out completely, then relit like an electric bulb. Some said Mars. Except Mars doesn't blink. Some said an observation balloon from Edgewood Arsenal. Except balloons don't switch themselves off and on. The paper even contacted Johns Hopkins University's physics department. No explanation.
The one, the only, Magnifico the Magnificent. He will do the super back and forth, up and down, triple somersault. The only such somersault done anywhere, by anyone in any place in the world. And there he goes. He made it. What a man. Say, but there's Joe the Schmo. He doesn't look very happy about the whole thing. He's going to try the super somersault, too. And better be careful, Joe. And there he goes, and... Joe says no. But why, Joe? Joe says no again. Oh, Joe, you schmo. Don't be a schmo, Joe. Be in the know, Joe. Religion and race just don't count in this place. So be in the know, Joe, wherever you go, Joe. Remember that, Joe, you won't fall on your face.
Fast forward to 1952. Cold War tension, skywatch towers, citizens scanning for Soviet bombers. On August 27, 1952, the Daily Times reported, "Strange light seen over shore." 4 volunteer observers in Cambridge saw an amber light cross the sky at high speed on a definite set course. They reported it. Baltimore relayed it to New York. New York said, there was no record of it. Later that night, a police sergeant saw another light. This one changed colors: yellow, green, orange, because subtlety is overrated. That same summer, according to Daily Times archives referencing July 10, 1952, Maryland State Police investigated a glowing object near Hebron, west of Route 50. This wasn't in the sky, it was on the road. Described as the size of a wash basin, like a neon car headlight, jumping side to side. It would appear in front of the patrol car, then reappear behind it, and just before fading, it turned red. Local residents calmly told officers, "Oh yes, that light's been here about 50 years." Which may be the most Maryland reaction to a supernatural road orb ever recorded. The pattern continued. October 3, 1953, the Cumberland News. A magistrate reported seeing a blue flame surrounded by red lights near his Potomac Park home. November 2, 1955, the Herald Mail. A blinking isolated light in the northeastern sky. May 27, 1957, the Baltimore Sun. 3 residents saw a glowing object near the western horizon that brightened, dimmed, disappeared, then returned, shifting from white to orange. The Baltimore Air Defense Filter Center? No matching reports. Again. So, what do we have? From 1924 to the late 1950s, low hovering lights, color changes, blinking, fading out and relighting, appearing on roads, disappearing when investigated. Some were probably Venus near the horizon, military flares, atmospheric distortion, Cold War nerves. And then, 1974 happened. January 24th, 1974, the Daily Mail headline, "Eerie Strange Light Reported on Armory." Police rushed to investigate a glowing light at the Maryland State Armory. It was mysterious. It was eerie. It was a dying soda pop machine light flickering before burnout. No ghosts, no UFOs, just a beverage dispenser fighting for its life. And somewhere, an entire generation of mysterious Maryland skylights lost a little credibility. Or maybe Maryland has been quietly glowing for a long time. We're not here to conclude. We're just driving the Maryland Paranormal Highway. And sometimes we stop for soda. Welcome to the fold.
Your intros are good, Deborah. I like them.
Thank you.
I love the acrobats.
That was one of those PSAs that they were putting out. I've carried a few of those from the military. Very interesting difference from today's messages. But I couldn't believe that I found that newspaper story. It's like this big story. Oh, the police are called and whatever over this light coming from the armory. It turns out to be an old soda machine. Break it down. It's like... So how are you guys tonight?
I'm all right.
Good. Yeah. I've been a good few days.
Excellent.
Been busy in my shop, making little gifts and things for the family.
Oh, so you got that all set up now?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah.
Good for you.
I was thinking about the story. Kind of sounds like ball lightning.
What's ball lightning?
Which one?
Any
the one on the highway?
The one floating and moving and changing colors and going down to the ground. And it sounds a lot like, now ball lightning is very rare. You don't really see it that often, but it does have characteristics very, very similar to that. Plus, it doesn't require a storm. It can disappear in the sky.
I had one.
Wrong, but,
I had one surprisingly. I would get them a lot in Phoenix at this place, my house that I had down there. And I had one kind of like go through the living room. It's shocking. I had somebody with me and we saw it was bright blue. It was kind of big.
Yeah, they'll pass through solid objects because it's just energy. So it'll pass through windows and walls. It would kind of freak me out if I saw one, but
they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, so tonight's Paranormal Highway, and we don't have the phones on tonight, because I thought no one calls, so that headphone hurts my head. So we're just doing this one.
You don't call, you don't write.
I know. I feel so lonely.
Bring me flowers anymore.
But anyway, tonight is UFOs and a little bit of commentary about today's news in UFOs and a couple of cryptids. So next time will be our hauntings. But we got some easier. Al had some dental work done, and so we're making this a little easier this time.
Thank you.
I'm not being mean, giving you challenging words.
Well, let's talk about the summer of 1949. Investigators descended on a tobacco farm in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Were they looking for a cigarette? They weren't looking for crops. Inside a collapsing barn, they found the prototypes of a flying saucer. Wow. Not an alien technology, just the work of an eccentric inventor. who had vanished. That is funny.
That was
That
a
is
huge
hilarious.
story too back
Oh
then.
my
It was a
gosh,
big
that-
thing. I don't know what happened to the inventor. I didn't have time to look that up, but anyway, he had all kinds of prototypes in there.
Maybe he got abducted, and they left their junk crashed old. Maybe he built a really good one, and they just
Yeah.
That
left
could
the
be.
crap there and
That,
took it with him.
that could very well be.
He's a mechanic on Mars now, living very happily.
No, he reincarnated as Elon Musk.
Oh, God.
Oh
Joy
So
says,
it
"Oh
was a
my!"
God.
Wow. Well, the machines were crude, but they were real, and their discovery made its way into classified Air Force files. That's cool. In 1949, the military was quietly tracking flying saucer sightings nationwide. Yeah, we've covered that a lot. An unnamed Air Force officer offered a simple explanation. Maybe better versions of these barn-built saucers were what people were seeing.
I think that's plausible. Remember those airships in the 1800s, and all those people were building. You never know what they were seeing.
Can you imagine seeing a Zeppelin for the first time, not even knowing they existed?
Yep,
You're like,
yep,
"Oh."
exactly.
Since 1995, Baltimore has logged more UFO sightings than anywhere else in Maryland. Look, the flying spaghetti monster. In 1995,
Exactly.
witnesses described a strange, bright object moving back and forth right over Domino Sugar. Jumping forward
Exactly.
out of Baltimore in August 2023, a witness reported a craft with 4 differently colored spinning discs underneath it.
That one's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing one like that.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
That is
Like a disco outside.
in Cockeysville.
Not to be mistaken by Magistrate Dick in
That's just a nice way of saying Shitsville, isn't it?
Yeah.
In Cockeysville, a waitress described a chevron-shaped craft hovering low to the ground. That's cool looking.
It is. It's an actual picture, that one. And there's your site. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh
Enigma.
man, that was down today. It was way
my
down.
God.
It took forever to get this image, but
Wow.
they're not very good, Maryland's.
Well, Enigma users have submitted 437 sightings in Maryland, combined with publicly available sources. We have a total of 3,398 total sightings in Maryland. Cities with the most sightings in this region, with 5,000 meter radius from the city center, are Baltimore at 330, Hagerstown with 83, Rockville 74, Frederick 70. I have family in Frederick, and Bel Air 62. And you can search Enigma by city or county. Download the app. And we're not even getting paid to say that. Download the app.
Exactly. And the thing is free. Joy's with me. She likes the colored lights on the bottom too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Okay, so let me see.
There's a spike in January, too. Yeah. Ooh, World UFO Day is celebrated annually on July 2nd, with some of observing June 24th to commemorate the 1947 Roswell, New Mexico UFO incident. Established in
I did not know that until
I did
today.
not. I was
Neither.
now years old.
I did not know that.
I was now years old. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Established in 2001, this day raises awareness about unidentified flying objects or unidentified aerial phenomenon, the WAP. This is encouraging sky watching events and discussions on extraterrestrial life.
So I brought that up for a reason.
Color me curious.
Well, 5 years ago, in commemoration of UFO Day, WJZ News reported on Maryland's dismal UFO sighting record. The following clip that I'll put on in just a second is presented during a live broadcast here and may remain in archive distribution for purposes of commentary, criticism, news, reporting, and education under the fair use doctrine. I put that in to protect their copyright notice.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I will add their video. It's hilarious, I think.
No, I did not. It is National UFO Day.
And apparently, UFO sightings are more common in some states than others. And here in Maryland, we are a little more skeptical.
A new report finds that people in our state, we are one of the worst in the country to see UFOs. In other words, we may believe in them, but we don't see them. The rankings are based on how many sightings are reported and state population.
All right, so it turns out Maryland came in number 4 on the list of states with the least reported sightings, right behind New York, Louisiana, and Texas. Now, for the most, it was Idaho, Montana, and New Hampshire. They took the top 3 spots.
Montana, big sky. See, I guess you need a big sky to see those little UFOs.
I don't know about that.
Now, that was 5 years ago, so it might be a little different now, especially, with all those drone sightings, it's probably different. But I just thought that was cute and funny.
Well, there's a lot more things in the sky now than there were back in the 30s and 40s, the 50s, and 60s.
That's true. Or let's see, what year are we in now? 2026, so 2021 when that was done.
What year are we in?
I never know. I don't have time to get old because it's just time goes too fast. Okay.
Well,
Pentagon.
whether people have seen them or not across the country, many are demanding full disclosure. Trump just claimed that he'll deliver. We got a video about that.
Yeah, right.
All right. This guy that I'm going to put on, I just find him highly entertaining. Some of you might not like him, but I think he's very funny. He's not from the United States.
Really quickly, guys. Well, holy smokers, it ain't no dang jokers, okay? So, right now, people are really mixed on it. Yep, a lot of people believe that we're not alone, and a lot of people believe that these might be demons, these might be angels, everybody got their fate. Everybody got their fate, okay? Perfectly fine by me, right? I believe that, yep, angels and demons are likely real. I mean, that's, if you don't believe it, well, look at the Epstein files and look at what happened, right? So I believe that angels and demons are real, but I also believe that God probably did not stop at just making us, right? I do believe in alien life. I could be wrong. Maybe alien life don't exist, but mathematically speaking, religions aside, mathematically speaking, it's very much possible that we're not alone. A lot of people believe we're not alone, and a lot of people believe, yeah, we're alone. I guess it always is gonna be like that. We're always gonna have this debate, always gonna have arguments thrown around. People gonna believe one thing, people not gonna believe one thing, and that's perfectly fine. You know what? That adds to the conversation because we all wanna, at the end of the day, we all wanna know the truth, and maybe this is what's gonna kick it off. But see, the only issue with this one, and there's another video that I wanna share with you, so wait for it, but the only issue with this one is the timing. Right, because we had the Epstein files, and now everybody's looking at this and they're saying that, yeah, well, they're gonna release the UFO and alien files because of the Epstein files, so they can cover their bases. They need another distraction, and a lot of people already believe that the reason they're going to war with Iran is likely because of that, another distraction. When season 1 dropped, it was with Venezuela. Okay, so Uncle Donnie let a discombobulator out. Make of that what you will, but he let that discombobulator, he said it's like a discombobulator, and and apparently the leaks came out and the whistleblowers started coming out, and not even the whistleblowers, the people, the security of Maduro from Venezuela, they came out and they started saying that, yeah, like, we don't even know what hit us. Like, the soldiers were going so wild, US soldiers were going so wild with the rate of fire, like being in the 300s, the 400s, we just could not do anything about it. Plus, like, our brain started melting, like hurting, right? We couldn't even move, and a lot of people are like, yeah, America was using the sonic weapons, the energy weapons, the aliens weapons, and all that, right? So we had that just like a couple of weeks ago, and then Obama comes out, former US president, saying that aliens are real. Then he kind of like backtracks on it, says that, well, aliens are likely real, but I don't know if they're real. They're likely real because the universe, when you think about it, right, like there are billions of galaxies, billions of planets, so yeah, we're likely not alone. Logical explanation, and that's something that, you know, that's like one of the main argument from everybody, myself included, right? Whenever you jump into maths and you talk about the possibility of aliens from the mathematical standpoint. So that happened, and now Uncle Donnie was asked that question, and Uncle Donnie was like, well, Obama was not supposed to let out that classified information, which I'll play you that clip, but right after that, this happened. So breaking, Donald Trump announces he directed the Department of War to release the aliens and UFO files. And this is Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, saying that this is batshit crazy, man. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to aliens or alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America.
Oh, shit. That guy is so funny, but you know, I like him. I watch him quite a bit, but
that's good. That's good. That's fun.
But you know, he's hitting on something that I know I felt. It's like, oh, why release all this stuff now, you know, with this storm of crap flying around, and, you know, and so it makes you wonder, especially with AI being as good as it is, what's going to be real and what's fake, because there's very little, I believe, that comes out from our government right now.
Yeah, I think at some point, if it might not even be in our lifetimes or our kids or grandkids' life, but if there is someone out there, which I think there is, I think maybe they'll show up. You know, I think maybe they'll show up.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll know, and we'll know it's not AI because they'll be knocking on our doors.
Exactly. But as far as what is disclosed, I don't know. I mean, there's so much fake stuff right now.
Oh God,
it's like. Who knows? And then some of this stuff I think is just our own military. Some of it real. Let's see what Joy has to say. Yes, we are probably going to be duped. Amen, sister. I agree with you. I don't know. I'm highly. There's probably going to be nuggets of truth in it, and then a bunch of other stuff. And so we'll have even more fractures to discuss and deal with. So. Anyway, any more comments on that?
No, he's funny though.
He is. He's pretty good. Okay, so
what do we got next? The wrap up. That wraps up our UFO report, because apparently the skies over Maryland weren't weird enough on their own. But don't worry, if flying saucers disappoint you, there's always the snallygaster waiting in the woods. Oh, you threw one in there. There's always the snallygaster waiting in the woods. Joy, did you do
that? Joy, I agree. It's about the E-files.
Right? Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, so we have another video here to, so Al doesn't have to keep trying to talk here. Okay.
What the heck is snallygaster?
For centuries, a large winged beast known as the snallygaster is said to have terrified the people of Frederick County, Maryland. The dragon-like beast is described as being a half-reptile and half-bird that lives deep in the caves of South Mountain. The mysterious creature is said to swoop silently down from the sky, stealing farm animals and children from the unsuspecting farm folk. Some say it's real. The area was settled by German immigrants beginning in the 1730s who called the creature a Schnellergeist, meaning quick spirit in German. The earliest folklore mixes the half-bird features with nightmarish features of demons and ghouls. Other descriptions describe the beast as half reptile, half bird, with a metallic-like beak lined with razor-sharp teeth. Sometimes it's described as having octopus-like tentacles. The earliest stories claim that this monster sucked the blood of its victims. The snallygaster has one widely known enemy called dueo. The dueo is reported to be a mammalian biped with features similar to a wolf but the stance and stature of a human. Sounds like a werewolf to me. The dueo and the snallygaster have reportedly had vicious encounters dating back to the early settlement of the Middletown Valley. For years, the snallygaster lived only on the pages of folklore until 1909, when stories of the beast began to appear in newspapers. Encounters between local residents and the winged creature in February and March of 1909 described it as having enormous wings, a long, pointed bill, claws like steel hooks, and an eye in the center of its forehead. Further, it was said to make screeches like a locomotive whistle. A February 1909 article claimed that a man had been seized by the winged creature, which proceeded to sink its teeth into his jugular and drain the body of blood before dropping it along a hillside. The story was carried prominently in Middletown, Maryland's Valley Register, and soon spread far and wide, so much so that the Smithsonian Institution offered a reward for the hide, and U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt reportedly considered postponing an international trip to personally hunt the beast. In the early issues, the flying beast seemed to be everywhere at once. In New Jersey, it was reported that its footprints were first discovered in the snow. In West Virginia, it was said that the flying beast almost caught a woman near Scrabble, was found roosting in a farmer's barn, and laid an egg the size of a barrel near Sharpsburg. A man in Casstown, Ohio, wrote a letter to the Valley Register telling of a strange creature that flew over his area, making terrible screeching noises. He described it as having two huge wings, a large, horny head, and a tail 20 feet long. In Maryland, it was sighted by a man who operated a brick-burning kiln near Cumberland. Spied near the kiln, sleeping, when it awoke, it emitted a blood-curdling scream and angrily flew away. It was only sighted near Hagerstown, south of Middletown at Lover's Leap, and seen flying over the mountains between Gapland and Burkittsville, where it was reported to have laid another very large egg. The last sighting in Frederick County occurred in March 1909, where 3 men fought the creature outside a railroad station for nearly an hour and a half before chasing it into the woods of Carroll County. Afterward, there were no more sightings of the mysterious creature for the next 23 years, at which time it once again appeared in Frederick County, Maryland. The first reports said the bird was seen just below South Mountain in Washington County. It was surmised at the time that as the life expectancy of a snallygaster was estimated at about 20 years, not sure how they came up with that, the new sightings were from the offspring of the 1909 creature. At this time, the Middletown Valley Register requested that local residents who spied the creature should provide as accurate and detailed a description as possible for scientific purposes. 2 residents soon reported having seen it just east of Braddock Heights, flying about 25 feet overhead, confirming the descriptions published the previous week. The next thing heard of the snallygaster is that it had died in Washington County when it was overcome by the fumes of a moonshine still and fell from the sky into the 2,500-gallon vat of alcohol. According to the story, revenue agents soon arrived and destroyed both the vat and the carcass of the beast. No appearances have been reported since.
Wow is right.
You know, they may not have too many cryptids out there, but boy, it just loads up every possible thing that there can be, and they even get Teddy Roosevelt out there hunting it.
But can we talk about the dog barking?
Yeah, where was the dog?
That definitely
I was hearing it in my left ear.
I had mute. It was Cooper. He started going, and I flipped my switch to mute. So wait, if I go, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah,
that's my this headset's mute thing doesn't work. I'm so sorry I
No,
didn't
I know.
know.
It's funny as hell. Because I'm thinking,
I thought it
if
added
that
to the
sound
story
comes
a
out of my
little bit.
chihuahua, I have to take it to the vet.
Yeah, no, that's my beast.
I thought maybe my cat was turning into a sollywogger or whatever the heck that thing was. I made a comment here, but this is
overcome by the
Joy had
fumes.
Said, yes. I know, moonshine finally kills it, and it lays barrel-sized eggs. I mean, it was just like every single cryptid you could dream of rolled into one. It was a good one.
That's what I was thinking. This is like a super cryptid.
Exactly. Yeah, it needs to come back so we can study it. But Joy had made a comment I didn't see before about the disclosure. It could be old information that we already know. I agree. That would not surprise me at all.
Would it?
So anyway, that's a fun little Maryland cryptid story.
That was
for
a fun
ya.
cryptid.
Yeah.
Well, that right. You just. I see what you did there. You swiped right on me. In 2024, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources set up a cryptids display at the Maryland State Fair, and instead of cotton candy stories, they got a flood of first-hand monster lore from fairgoers. Because everyone knows that nobody ever drinks or takes drugs at the fair, so all those stories are definitely reliable.
Exactly. The eggs are awesome. I wonder what the price of them are. Okay.
Hell of a egg McMuffin.
Yeah, and a barrel size, a whole year's worth.
Ooh. Leading the legend is Chessie, Maryland's own Chesapeake Bay sea serpent, like Nessie. First spotted during a 1936 flyover as a giant snake-like creature arching through the water like it owned the place. And that image is from Do Not Resuscitate.
Department of Natural Resources. It was from the State Department. So they put this is from their display at the fair. But Do Not Resuscitate might be a good idea if you ran into one of those things. Like, holy
you
crap.
get older and you start thinking about things like that. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Look, it's J.D. Vance. Half man, half animal. Prince George's County Goatman, possibly a botched Beltsville experiment. A mangy deer having a rough week, wow, or just a very hairy guy with anger. This has somehow managed to avoid the Marvel origin story so far. Oh my gosh, that is funny.
And that's like, also from their display.
We used to watch this TV show. I can't remember what the heck the name of it was, but they had it was a fantasy show. I think oh man, I can't remember. That's so irritating. But there was a whole species of beings that looked like that. They called them pucks. I gotta look that up now because they were like half goat in the bottom. You know, they had the same legs, but a human body, and horns, but a human face. It was a very cool show. Now I gotta look that up, man.
Isn't there a myth about that? That's who it is. Pan. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Kind of a famous
trickster,
like mythological,
yeah, Shakespearean Midsummer Night.
It was called. No, that ain't it. Oh well. I'll figure it out once we're off the air, and then.
Yeah, right.
And then you'll forget it.
And then I'll forget.
Okay, so Pan is most commonly referred to. It's the Greek deity of nature, shepherds, and the wild, often depicted as a satyr with goat legs.
Yeah.
That's I'd seen that quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's that creature is also shown up in some of our other states too, like some of the earlier ones. It seems like.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, no, this one keeps cutting off. What it
You
says on
live
the
in
top,
Maryland.
it's about, yes, it's Bigfoot is mostly seen in northwestern Maryland.
Oh, okay. Especially around Garrett, Washington, and Allegheny counties, has produced the occasional late night report of a large, hairy, upright creature crossing the road, which is either Bigfoot or someone who seriously underestimated camping season.
Yeah. So of course Maryland has its Bigfoot like everywhere else.
Everyone got a Bigfoot. Everyone got a Bigfoot. Well,
Yep.
it just seems that way. Or some sort of cryptids are cool though, because they're
Well, they're funny.
Well, there's so much land that really hasn't been explored. I'm not just saying here in the States. I mean, there's a forest in the Soviet Union or Russia now that's bigger than our entire country. And they got, the Northern America, Canada, up there. There's and then small areas, like Wyoming and those northwestern states. There's a lot of areas that nobody's ever seen. So who the heck knows what's out there?
I had mentioned on one of our Wednesday night shows, I think it was, or maybe I think it was a Wednesday night. I had run across an article in the BBC where these people had gone way deep down in a cave and they found evidence of life that lived on photosynthesis. It was like microbes or something way down there where no light actually goes, but they could find just a little bit. So you have no idea what is in the caves, under the ocean, like you've mentioned, all over the place. But Maryland didn't have like a ton of cryptid stories that I found, but the ones that they did have were funny. They made up with it just in one of them. It was, I thought, pretty good.
Yeah. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, well, that wraps up our first stretch down the Maryland Paranormal Highway, where we dodged orbs, waved at UFOs, and tried not to lock eyes with anything hairy crossing the road. Next time, we're leaving the woods behind and heading straight into Maryland's most famous and not so famous hauntings. We always love a good haunting. And the
That's
highway
right.
only gets darker. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
They have from 1960. There's one of our stories we're going to have is probably one of the first like well documented and creepy poltergeist stories.
Yeah.
And so that one is going to be pretty good. So we'll have that next time. And of course, the hauntings and some of those other stories. So I found some good ones out there.
That's gonna be
so
cool.
Yeah, you did.
Exactly. Well, any comments about Maryland? I know it's a shorter one tonight, but this is in deference.
Well, that bird.
Number one, to my health and sanity and time, and number two, to Al's denture or dental work that he's had. So,
yeah, that bird thing, that
dragon bird.
The name of it, I just now can't get the word snuffleupagus out of my head. Who, by the way, is also never seen by anybody but Big Book.
That's true.
Well, it might show up on the Cosmic Fold, and we'll put it in there just so that you can pronounce it. Oh my gosh! But anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Bove?
I was going to say that was great. Your graphics, the stuff you create is just phenomenal.
It is absolutely.
It really is. You're very, very talented, AI artistically.
Not in real life, just on AI. It's a lot easier. Although I have done cartoons in real life, but not regular pictures.
Do you have 5 minutes to come back after we say goodnight?
Who?
Oh, sure.
Us, all of us?
It doesn't matter. It's about AI.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Or ask it now. It might be useful.
I wanted to know. I've been using like 4 different ones, and then I was on Facebook last night, and I'm seeing all these free GPT chat lessons, 3 days. All these different AIs are trying to get tutorials out there. So, and they're being really clear about you people need to learn AI or it's just not gonna, you need to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not sure about the urgency. I'm not sure which AI to go with. I've been using, I ran into that one from Midas Touch, Venice. I used it. It was beautiful, but I couldn't figure out how to download the result. So I went to another one, and I just don't know which direction to go in.
Generally, the free ones, I think they're going to have to screenshot whatever you create. I have gone through about 5 or 6 of them. Meta has a really good one, but you only get a certain amount, and then you have to wait. I got a bunch on my phone. Some of them, they allow you, they limit you to how many things that. Thank you, Joy.
Thanks, Joy.
Yes, thank you.
They limit the amount of things they'll let you do without a subscription. The one that I find works absolute best, I mean, head and shoulders over the other ones, for what I use them for, which is a goofy little crap, is Gemini. Now, Gemini is freaking expensive. It's hundreds of dollars. But because I bought a Google Pixel phone, I got a year free.
Oh, wow.
And I'm really going to miss it because I don't have $300 to give them.
Well, if you've got Google Workspace, which, what is it, like 10 a month or something? You have access to the VO, which I do a lot of video making using that.
Yeah.
But I also use Abacus. And that one I got more because I use AI a lot for programming because I'm creating like a water sort of form process sort of thing. And also doing the big spreadsheet presentation on different church and state issues. And it's so much easier to program with that one. But if you're looking to get into AI and do like creative publication, the one that I highly recommend is Envato, Envato, because you don't need to be a prompt engineer to use it. And, they've got like a paid program in different levels. I just pay it by the year at the end of the year because that way I have unlimited video making and graphics and plus I use the stock video and stuff from that.
I didn't know that Envato had an AI. I've been using their WordPress themes for almost 20 years. I had no idea that had a whole AI thing.
They've really expanded in the Envato creatives. I can't recommend them enough. They're really, really good. But also Abacus I really like too. And then like I mean, I've been taking classes on prompt engineering. So I write these great big huge complicated prompts. And so you can use just about anything that's free. And as long as you prompt it right, you can do a lot with it.
Nice.
But
do you have one or two that you want me to use specifically for work?
Oh, for just use anything that's free. Use Gemini.
Okay.
Or ChatGPT, like that prompt I gave you, just so you can like pull up stories. And we're going to start expanding. For those that don't know, CosmicFold.com is a basic show page. CosmicFold.net is a forum that I built, and I just haven't had time to put a lot of content in there. But it's just like Facebook or anything else. It runs, you can run it through your phone, be able to put stories in there. So Bov's going to put some stories in. I need to add some stories. And it also, it's set sort of like, any kind of social media like Substack or whatever, where you can subscribe to get notifications. So when somebody posts something, it'll show up in your email, or you get a little like thing, and it shows up. And so what I'm trying to do there is create a way where people can have, just access and start sharing their stories that way. And then if they're so inclined, come join us on the show and tell us about it. So, the problem is that it's just so much work doing this stuff. And it's like, man, I need at least 5 hours of sleep a night. It's just a lot to do.
We need to clone you.
But did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. And I thank you both very much.
I'm not the
Well,
expert.
Al helped design the AIs and all that, so he knows more than I do, probably.
Well, yeah, but I don't use it for what you use it for, Deb. I know that a lot of what you do is very detailed and requires a lot of, like we said, understanding prompts.
Yeah.
I mainly use it to create ads and videos and some content, blog content for customers. So I don't use it for the same reason, but I have found, and for what I use it for, I really don't like ChatGPT. I much prefer Gemini. I much prefer, there's a couple that I have used in the past and I'll probably use them again, and they are Diggle and Mozart. And Diggle is great for videos, and Mozart is great for just about everything else, and Sora is great.
Sora is very good
for audio, but I don't know. I thought about taking one of those classes like you were talking about, but then, I don't have a whole lot. I have time, but I don't have time. I'm retired technically, but I'm very busy. I'm a busy retired guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to learn a whole new skill.
Yep.
So
I have a specific goal with why I'm learning it, because I really think that this, in my work that pays me, not like this one. This all I do is lose money on this, but work that actually pays me is, to have this water thing that's going to make it so much easier for people to file their paperwork. That definitely, I need to learn. I have had to learn. How to use the tools that are out there. But anyway, so that was part 1 of Maryland. And so
can't wait till we get to New York, man.
It's getting there. It's getting close, man. It's getting close.
I'm getting my notes together.
Exactly. All right, and then we'll be adding got a couple interviews, going to be adding just an interview segment also to the Cosmic Fold station, as well as more on organic promotion. So more is coming up. But Wednesday night we are visiting the 1970s, because apparently there has been a UFO wave in Wisconsin just recently that was reminiscent of the 1970s. So we're going to explore, because I know in all these states we've looked at so far, it's like there's been all this weirdness in the 1970s.
Right.
Except for in Maryland, it's just an old broken pop machine. So.
And that orange alien thing.
Yes, exactly.
I still like the flying snuffleupagus.
Yes. Well, you guys are great. It's good to see you both. I'm glad everyone is well. And until the next show, y'all take care.
Oh, yeah.
Much love. Good
All
night,
right.
everyone.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Peace out. Thank you for joining us, people.
Thanks so much for joining us. We love hearing your stories, so tell your friends so they can join the party. For show notes in our forum of high strangeness, visit cosmicfold.com. Remember, Cosmic Fold airs live on Wednesday and Saturday nights, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to know when we're on air. Thanks again and have a great evening.